Do you like the idea of just sitting down at the piano and playing some beautiful, ambient, chilled out vibes without needing to read any sheet music? If that sounds good, then stay with me. I'm going to show you a beautiful ambient piano pattern you can learn in just a few minutes. It's simple, relaxing, and it sounds great. So to get started, we're going to use a lovely 4-chord progression in the left hand. And if you're just starting out, don't worry if you don't know those full chords, because all you need to do is play the root and the fifth of those chords. So don't worry about playing the middle, the third there. And you're going to break it up, playing the root and then the fifth. And then you repeat that. So then you go to the B flat, and then on the G, and then the A. And also, you can just feel the rhythm here, but we are using 6 beats per bar. Now, in the right hand, we're going to roll up from the left hand part using just 3 notes. For the moment, we'll just go to the middle C area of the piano and we'll play a D, E, and F. These 3 notes work beautifully over the entire progression because we are in the key of D minor and these are the first 3 notes of the D minor scale. So here's the pattern. You play your left hand part and then those 3 notes in your right and then you repeat. And that's it. And if you want to count it, you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's hear what that sounds like over the whole progression. And did you hear then that it felt like it needed to change there at the end, didn't it? So once you're comfortable with this pattern, you can start to play around and create your own variations with those 3 notes. For example, on the A there, instead of going, it's a little bit too clashy for me, so I would maybe move to something like this. That kind of rounded off that melody nicely there, didn't it? And that's because I finished on an E, which is part of the A chord in your left hand. So then what you can do is you can use that same rhythm, but vary those 3 notes in your right hand. And if you're just starting out, you may want to stick to just these 5 notes here. So you're not worrying about jumping around the piano too much for the moment. For example, one really important detail, the last chord in this progression is an A major, which means there's a C sharp in the chord. So when you go to that A major, it sounds really effective if your right hand can go to the C sharp at some point. If you want to continue with this atmospheric vibe, try this variation in the right hand. Instead of just playing those 3 single notes that flow up in your right hand, and so on, alternate between a 5th chord in your right hand on the D. So D, A, D, A, D, A. And then you can speed it up. And then you can add the left hand in. And again, because we're in the key of D minor, that will work over the whole progression. But when we get to the A in the left hand, if we move to that C sharp, it'll sound really cool. Let me show you. It creates a gentle, pulsing open fifth sound, which is perfect for ambient music. And you can also move that right hand up an octave, and it sounds like this. Now let's add a bit of personality. Stay in a small cluster of notes, for example the D, E, F, G, A area again, just to keep things nice and simple, and try creating your own little melodies. And one of the things which makes the difference here is if you play around with the rhythms. And also what you can do is when you get to the A in the left hand, you can also throw in that C sharp in your right if you want to. If you want to play something slightly richer, you can also play some thirds in your right hand. For example, a D and an F, 1, 2, 3, that's why it's called a third. An E and a G, and an F and an A. Those simple two-note shapes create beautiful harmonies that you can play around with. For example, and you can mix and match between those techniques however you like. There's no strict rule here. So let's try putting them all together and see how it sounds. If you enjoyed this and you want to go deeper, or if you're looking for a more structured way to learn the piano, then you should check out my membership. You can join today with a 7-day free trial, and inside you'll find simple step-by-step lessons, properly organised learning paths, skills that build in the right order, with courses designed to help you learn in the most effective way possible. Because the truth is, to really learn piano well, you need structured learning paths, not just random tips and tricks. And that's exactly how all of my courses are built. So if you're just getting started, or if you want to keep on learning and growing as a pianist, then click the link, start your free trial, and I'll see you on the inside. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're in the mood for more, then check out this lesson where you will learn to improvise beautiful piano using a super simple method.